If you missed it back in September, you can own it on DVD and Blu-ray from today. Coming up, our review of It Chapter 2 on Reviews Rehashed.
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away, the hazier it all gets. But me, I never left. I remember all of it.
So concluding 27 years after Chapter 1, we now meet the losers who are older and leading grander lives, and they're called back to Derry to fight against It once again, now that It has emerged from his 27 years in hibernation. To summarise very quickly, It is a good film, and that is to be expected. There's a lot of gags and jokes in this one, especially from the excellent Bill Hader, and towards the end of the film, just as it gets to the final, the little bit of finale, it does get very tense. I felt myself getting really tense. I felt myself clutching. I had my arms folded, but I felt myself clutching myself and getting my hands are tight. It was weird. So it must have been good. Overall, basically, it's just a really satisfying conclusion for both chapters of this It story. So before seeing this film, I read the book for the first time ever in my life. All 1,166 pages of it. And I think I'm really going to have to base my review on this. In a way, I'm kind of glad I read the book, because after watching Chapter 1, the book had filled in a lot of the background details that aren't shown in the film, and most of Chapter 1 is actually quite similar to the book. Chapter 2, however, goes off course in many ways. There's a lot of the book in Chapter 2, but there's also a lot of new ideas in there as well, some of which I felt were a little bit weaker than they are in the book. So in a way, I kind of wish I hadn't read the book beforehand, so that I had nothing to compare Chapter 2 to. What I would recommend though is, if you can, watch these films back to back. Like if you can't do it at the cinema though, then watch Chapter 1 just before you go and see Chapter 2 at the cinema. It really is a great film to close on after you've seen both of them together. And without giving away a spoiler, there's also a little cameo from a certain someone in this film as well. And you want to hear another little creepy story? When I went to see It Chapter 2, I was given the same seat, exactly the same seat number as I was given when I went to see Chapter 1, and that was 2 years ago. In my last review, I raved about seat number F14. I found my seat. Now, if any of you live in the Liverpool area and you go to the Odeon Liverpool 1, they have premier seats, all right? They cost a little bit more than normal tickets, but these premier seats, F14, all right? And look, here's a ticket for tonight's screening. I don't know if you can see it, F14. It was a different screen. I saw it in IMAX last time. I saw it in the one next door to the IMAX this time, but the seat row and the number are exactly the same. Spooky. So if you like the look at that, you can now purchase it from Amazon using the links in the description of this video. Thank you for watching Reviews Rehashed.